Today I'm back with another video and I'd like to talk about different ways Dancing Blade 1 can be used. Before I start, I just want to say that my friend Nightmare has a Marth montage up on his channel. It includes so many different Marths you may know in the community and shows how people have come together to push this character. His video will be in the description. I highly recommend you take a look. Also, one more thing to get out of the way. This video does not talk about how to kill with Dancing Blade or to set up frame traps with it. For that, I recommend you check out Frostiiii's video. It's been out for 10 months and is still the best video that explains how Marth can kill like 60 on the ledge. Okay, now on with the video. Okay, so for the purposes of this video, I will be referring to Dancing Blade 1 as DB1. There are two ways I like to use DB1. First one being Wavebounce DB1 and second one being Reverse DB1. With this in mind, I want to go over 3 different situations both of these DB1s can be used in. So the first one, and by far the most risky one, is edgeguarding with it. This one more so depends on how you play. Some people prefer the ledge trap, but if you lean towards edgeguarding more, I highly recommend you learn this. Not only does it give you great positioning, but it allows you to change your momentum very quickly. This keeps your opponent guessing as to which angle you will come from. Here are some examples in real matches. I'll be explaining one of them in detail. This one in particular sums up why the change of momentum is so good. I kept him guessing until all of his options were exhausted. This led to him panicking, which I took advantage of and was able to secure a stock. The second way I use it is for landing. Going back to how Marth can completely change his momentum, this allows Marth to be a little harder to catch when trying to land. This also brings up something I talked about, and that's keeping the opponent guessing. Landing is something Marth struggles with a lot, so I highly recommend everyone learn this. And the final way I like to use DB1 is to avoid edge guards or reverse edge guard my opponent. This one has many benefits, including being able to avoid certain projectiles. It's difficult to learn, but the reward is much worth it. Marth is already hard to edge guard, and this just makes it even harder to do so. Of course, you need to know your absolute limits of your recovery and know when to use your double jump. He can actually go very far out as long as he does have his double jump. And not to mention that you can use DB1 to stall. If you take a look, DB1 is Marth's second longest reaching horizontal move, beaten only by Shield Breaker. Now take this and use it off stage and you can stop your opponents from getting too close. Just take a look at the Shulk example and see how far I was able to stay out and still make it back to stage. With all that said and that covered, I wanted to promote one more video. If you're still struggling doing wave bounces and B reverses, I highly recommend you watch a video from LZ Link. As for the uses of DB1, in my personal opinion, I think playstyle is going to be a huge factor in determining how people use this and how they'll implement it in their own playstyle. Well, that pretty much wraps it up. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll leave you with the gameplay. Enjoy.